Hey everyone, my name is Forever2 and welcome back to Genshin Impact 4, what will be the fine finale of the Chosen of Dragons quest chain. Now, here we are in the last place we left off. We're at where we left off. We are in the inner sanctum of the Sacred Mountain, also known as Mount Tolan, or Tolan, the Dragon City of Dragons. And for the final quest we're here doing is a finale Emberforged, which is going to be for reals a finale. For reals, the final journey of our saurian friend. And we're going to see what is at the heart of the Sacred Mountain. So in the last video, we've entered the volcano. We've gone one of both ways. We helped both groups of the people who are trying to handle things on each side of the mountain here. We went up high, then we went to these floating rocks, then we dived into the volcano, only to find ourselves in a hidden city of gold, or a draconic El Dorado, a city of dragons, where I believe were the dragon born, or the dragon kin, are living there. But we found out that they had been ignorant to the problem they had beforehand. And they were trying to deal with, I guess you could say, the abyss their own way. But I guess only one dragonkin kind of survived to stay if, for some reason. Why would this person be still alive? We've seen what the dragons look like before they turned into phlogiston. And we found out that they were, in fact, turned into phlogiston. Now, I gotta ask myself, does this area remind you of something? It's all orange. Like a sea of orange. I hope you guys like your mecha animes of 90s. I seriously, whoever designed this had very love of Evangelion. Alright, so I'm gonna go over to the heart, and we're gonna find out what will be waiting for us. So let's go ahead and grab ourselves the final entreaty. Yeah, a finale Emberforged. Yeah, that's what it is here. So, recollections. The current story seems to be related to your past adventures. Would you like to quickly go over and review those experiences? Okay. So, like I said, this is the finale of the Chosen of Dragons.
There's a lot that goes into managing
so
the
I'm not
tree.
too sure
Watering,
whether
weeding,
I've missed
fertilizing the
something,
soil, making sure the
or
temperature's right.
it may have not missed anything.
Important.
But I did explore
You have to
inch
keep the
by
fruit in a
inch
good mood.
of all of Natlan. So let's go ahead and review our past experiences with our saurian friend. I think this is our recollections of the Chosen of Dragons. So let's begin. So, between Pledge and Forgetting's review, having obtained the talisman from Waxakalulun Uba Khan, you opened the path to the ruins of the Sage of the Stolen Flame together with your saurian companion, Strax, or any name you chosen. Together with your saurian friend, you each endured the test and overcame all dangers in the end, obtaining one of the two golden treaties. Lost Traveler in the Ashen Realm preview. So this is where we were in Natlan. So in order to retrieve the legendary Jade of Return, you and your companion Drax arrived at the ancient city of Natlan. Your adventures take you to the Tonatiwa together with the adventurer Bona, whom you met in the ruins. After driving off the wicked dragon that attacked and successfully boarding the ship, you gradually discovered the truth hidden behind the Jade of Return, and finally retrieved the important token needed to undo the blessing of the Flame Lord from the hands of Och Khan as he lay upon the brink of death. I think that's what we did here. I'm not sure if I actually missed anything or anything, like I said before. So, I believe we're going to offer the Golden Entreaties and see where this will take us. Maybe. I'm not sure if I actually missed anything, to be honest. Like, I've been confused a lot. Like, I haven't had the time to explore the entirety of everywhere. And I believe by having someone's help, I believe I may have already done all I can. I've pretty much done everything that I could find. Those hidden encounters that involve our saurian friend, we've already done them. I think I've already done them. Otherwise, something would have happened if you didn't complete them. If you did complete it, I guess there's something, an indication that you will get to this. So let's go ahead and offer the golden entreaties. Present the golden entreaties, chosen of dragons. Ignite the sacred flame to cleanse creation. Alright, so this is our one that we got from Natlan, and this one is what we just got from the volcano of Natlan. Alright. The moment of truth, guys. Whoa! And everything sparks. The land of the sun. Alright, so enter the light, it says. I guess we better go up there and enter the light. It's pretty cool, though. So, once we're in there, we can activate the sacred flame and cure drags. That way, you'll be able to grow up healthy, right? Rawr. Thinking back on it, we sure have done tons of stuff on this journey, and cleared loads of trials created by that Sage of the Stolen Flame guy. We even had to bust up with Ochkon, that super famous tyrant. Well, he turned out to be Coco in the end, and not as bad as a guy. Not as bad a guy as we thought. No, I think that's bad. I think that's a typo. Come to think of it, all the Sage of the Stolen Flame stuff was kind of weird, but whatever. Let's get going. So note, once we step into the light, let the sacred flames of the mountain cleanse all. The next part of the story is tightly connected. For the best experience, it is recommended that you continue when you have ample time to complete it. So, if it's connected, this is where I'm trying to figure things out here. Should I explore a lot more, or should I just go ahead and say, let's just get to it, not a moment to lose? Because if it's all connected, I think any encounter we did with our pal here may or may not. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just thinking, like, I know the fact that there are some chosen dragons that are hidden quest chains that are very hidden, from encounters to actual full-on world quests, that I have no idea if I actually did them or not. It doesn't really tell you. So I actually looked around a bit more to explore. I actually found a list of quests that are connected with the Chosen Dragons chain, and I'm trying to my best to remember them all. And I think we could prepare for a bit, or let's just go ahead and go. Because once we stepped into it, if it's going to be connected, okay, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm going to go. So yeah, not a moment to lose. Yeah. If it's connected, let's go. Whoa. Whoa, okay. An omen of annihilation. There's nothing here. How come? Chosen of Dragons, come forward. Face your final test. Arr? Wait. No one told us anything about all this. Well, they say the stories are like this never end without some surprise. Defeat the Source Dragon Mech? What was that? Okay. I knew this was a boss fight. Oh my god. Oh shit. Now that's a dragon mech. Wait, is this one of the talking sage? But you know what? We've come this far. Evil dragon, machine dragon. It doesn't matter. We'll take them all down. Oh god. Oh. All right. I gotta go over the hands, huh? Alright. Alright. It's got a shield on. That's not fair at all. Woo, God. Oh, it's got guns too? Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, what the? I got trapped. Drax, help! What? What? Oh, was that supposed to be it? Must open. Must open. Must open. Can't open. Come on, Drax. Right, that power. Can try that power. No matter what, must save them. Must break this. Can't be. So that was meant to happen, my defeat. At this rate, the disordered powder will devour your frail body utterly. One who speaks coldly. Even so, you surprised me. I did not expect that you could use the power within your blood to such extent, without having received the proper guidance. Huh? Come, accept the guidance of the true sacred flame. Let the power bear you up, rather than use your body to bear its power. Only hell. That's what I saw in Natlan's story here. That's the guy that was there. The one who speaks coldly. I wonder who you are. Come forth. Long have I waited you, chosen of dragons. Dragonborn who braved the flame and returned. He was not talking about us, but rather Drax, my companion, my saurian companion. So he's a dragonborn. Dovahkiin. As the light floats around you, the rampaging power within your body seems to circulate, submitting to some ever-shifting cycle. Your body seems to adapt to this change. It is just like the moment when you gained wisdom from the liquid physician you immersed yourself within. Countless images flow into your mind following the circulating power, almost as if they are being reassembled and read out to you. Come, I have something to show you. The speaker's voice seems immeasurably distant, and after that, both your body and consciousness fall into a white abyss. Alright, so we couldn't defeat the damn dragon. Maybe that was meant to happen. We were trapped. Ooh. Open your eyes, descendant of the Flame Lord. I believe this is the second time I have formerly met you in this form. Wait, my voice is. Oh, and my body too. Oh my god, my boy, you grew up fast. You have briefly achieved the form of a mature dragon, after your power was channeled with the proper guidance. Were that not the case, the savage strength would have warped your form. In an earlier eon, the phlogiston-rich soils that sustained Natlan were regarded by the Heavenly Reaver as a form of so-called holy soil phenomena. They cast sky nails down to destroy the land. We dragons boast extreme adaptability and evolutionary capacity, but this was used against us. Countless dragonborn could only devolve so as to survive in present-day Natlan. So what you're telling me is that every single dragon devolved into saurians so they could survive the whatever and not supposed to annihilate them. Okay, so they can only live as beasts now instead of proud dragons. But their bloodline has not changed. That which Xiuakoto would not emit, the mark on one's horn would prove. For in the beginning, it was through his horn that the Pyro Dragon Sovereign first transmitted flaming light and wisdom. So the removal of the blessing was a lie you made up. Only one of omission. If not guided correctly, the disordered power would indeed kill most saurians who bear the blessing. The only question became whether we could control the blessing's occurrence or not. The answer is that we had a high chance of success. but you do not speak falsely even so. I did intend to use a human to unseal the volcano, and use Shibalanke's oath to have a human bring back the other golden entreaty. Which is why I created that legend in the first place, and I would not name it an honorable tactic. Many are the great humans have died for this cause. But you will understand, in time, that I no longer had any other choice. So the so-called Chosen Dragons refers to both the Chosen of Dragon and the chosen human who brings the dragon here. It's just that, once you were brought here, the human's duty had already ended. None but you remained to tread the final path. Huh? Wait a minute! Those words, they ring in my head. Why? Now you have mastered the way Dragonborn speak. A distant thing, indeed, from the brute cries of Natlan's saurian kind. And if you willed it, you could have any intelligent being understand your words. Indeed, the phlogiston within your body, and the information and wisdom passed down from antiquity through the primal flame will also begin emerging. You're the Sage of the Stolen Flame. So what should I call you? Kukulkan, then? That is what the humans named me. Waxakalun Ubakan, too, is also one of the many names I created. But Kukulkan was... forget it. Though all names will very soon become meaningless, you may simply call me that for now. Strange. I feel like I've forgotten something very important. Us! Confused? Well, it is quite normal, too. After having reattained wisdom, be flooded by the sea of information. But if you like me to assuage your discomfort, allow me to change into a form you'll find more familiar. Girl? Well, what do you think? Quite convenient, no? Should you desire it, our transformative arts will reveal themselves to you with but a thought, though you will require the help of some little souls too. It's fine. I'm happy the way I am. Monk? Wait a minute. If you can transform into Monku, we've met this guy before. Monku! It was strange that we could see him from a distant past. And somehow, we ended up seeing in this freaking era. So it was Kukulkan disguised as this guy. I figure it was some sort of coincidence that he knew something about the mark, as well as saying a whole lot of that stuff as well. Fair enough. Forgive me for being presumptuous. That is how the story began, no? In that case, let us start this way too. Anyway, come with me. This is Cyril Surreal here. I am now playing the rest of the game as my saurian. That is true, the heart of the Sacred Mountain. The place where my great... Okay, you guys can just pause and read if you want. And I'm just going to go slowly and... Yeah, okay. I'm going to read all that. And that was you. Indeed. Oh, not sure if it was supposed to keep going or not. The Reaver from beyond the skies once froze Siokoto in lava, causing him to fall into a false death. So what you're telling me is that the Dragon Sovereign, the Pyro Sovereign, was not dead, but instead he was sealed. He was frozen inside lava. I guess he was sealed. But when the Dragon King Nibilong descended from beyond the circles of this world, he was called forth by the abyss and awoke from his long dream. The Reaver annihilated the great black-winged lord at great cost, and at that moment our fiery sovereign, who had been steeped in the abyss, regained brief, tragic clarity. As he saw it then, this realm, once ruled by wisdom's blazing light, now lay shattered. A land once suffused by primal flame was now corroded by the dark foe, cankered, and covered head to toe in sores. Having himself become a breeding ground for the darkness, his periods of clarity ever shortening, he knew not when he would become lost to senseless, twisted nothingness. In truth, in his final days, he may as well have restarted his false death, for all the difference it made. All the while, his entire race had become a gaggle of squawking fools. Now that you possess true wisdom, I have little doubt that you too understand how it feels to be a changed being. Also, Siokoro used the last of the time and wisdom left to him to transform the Dragon City once more and create the Sitsamine. And finally, Huitzilopochtli. What is Huitzilopochtli? The Natlan phlogiston array, that is to say, a device that can transform all Natlan into a land of only phlogiston, or only a matter comprised of phlogiston. Are you seriously going to Evangelion the entirety of Natlan into a sea of orange? An orange sea? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. If phlogiston is orange liquid, I can only... it just clicked onto me. The arrays. That little light right there. That reminds me of that one scene from the original Evangelion, the final episode, where everyone gets turned into orange water. Orangey liquid. Maybe. I don't remember if it was the original or was it the remastered. I don't remember. Phlogiston is an atom upon which information may be transcribed, and is itself a form of computronium, an element that can be used to imitate the essence of any and all things through the weaving of language, the iridescent inscriptions. This is why phlogiston can take on different forms, and even switch between them. And this also why you could see phantoms at the repair mechanisms in the Chamber of Deliberation. That's what I was thinking. Huitzilopochtli will burn everything, and all that information will be logged and replicated by that ocean of phlogiston units, turning all Natlan into a realm composed solely of primal flame. Madness. When that happens, the moment the abyss approaches, the astral assemblages created by the primal flame will automatically attach to them, using mutual annihilation reactions to consign our shadowy foe to oblivion. The abyss shall never again be allowed to even gaze upon this realm. But all the lives in Natlan, they will die by Huitzilopochtli's hand, or they can forsake their bodies and become pure phlogiston-based lifeforms. There shall be neither ley lines nor substantive native bodies. We shall own everything, yet never again own anything. We shall be beholden to neither birth nor death. Perhaps even life's meaning shall become null and void to us. At that time, those dragons who have discarded their bodies and become phlogiston lifeforms shall become the rulers of the new world. To be honest, that's terrifying. So I thought too, when this plan was first revealed to me. At the time, I believed that should this come to pass, all life would simply become flickering, illusory, shadows cast by a titanic torch. Having lost our bodies, we would be bereft of any possibility to continue evolving. But no Dragonborn who serves Siokoro could refuse his orders. So I thought another path. Perhaps I should don another guise for this bit. You were Bona too? Bona? Well, what do you think? Quite fascinating, no? Things such as this are easily possible through proper phlogiston manipulation via iridescent inscriptions. I kind of want to puke. Yeah. I mean, he was right there. It's just weird. Like, how can someone living before the whole war here kind of stayed on the know? Was this pre-planned? Was he trying to guide us into this moment here? What an interesting response. Alright now, let's head to the Tonuntia to search for that now non-existent Jada return, shall we? So we were lied to. It was all a lie. Speak to the one who names themselves Kukulkan. These are... I'm sure you've guessed, but they are my kin, who have abandoned their physical life forms. Foolishly following the decree of a long-dead king, they entered... Okay. Okay. So yeah, Ah, Tonatiuh. Now that is a fine name. Before the false sky enveloped the world, the city that lay beneath it could have revivaled Tolan itself. In those days, while in search of light in the pitch-dark outer realms, we set up a stairway. No, it might be more correct to call it a cable to reach beyond the skies. And before Ochkan spun it around, we had been preparing to leave it beyond our orbit and use it to tighten the sky cable and anchor the ladder's trajectory. Later, it was modified to become Tonatiuh. It was originally intended to have hung higher in the sky. And then my beloved son, Ochkan, hid a golden entreaty there. What? I once thought through him, I could discover how the one seated upon heaven's throne converted the ley lines into a girdle that defends the planet. I believed that once I understood the secrets of its operation. Then I could use this method to merge the human and dragon races, allowing dragonkind to use subtler means to resist our great foe, the Abyss. And perhaps even allow the Dragonborn the right to once more glimpse truth beyond the skies. But you failed. Indeed, compared to the dragons, whose souls are more powerful and more uniform, the individual variation among human souls is far too great, and most of them are too fragile anyway. Ochkan, his spirit was like broken glass. He flew all too close to the sun, that he could become one with it. And close he got indeed, only to lose his shape as a result. He was so alike to my old self, and just as disappointing. Just like humanity itself. Perhaps I came into contact with them because I, too, once shared their frailties and harbored fantasies of overcoming the strong, even in my weakness. Such a fantasy came true more once, when Xbalanque seized upon Xiakoto's weak point and slew him. A weak point, you say? Xiakoto was the master of the first flame, wielder of all light, heat, and wisdom. He controlled the primal flame, and could even plunge its entire body into it. By all rights, at that time, there was no way he could have been harmed. If he had not modified one of his pupils to serve as the control hub for Huitzilopochtli, that is. Because he had to monitor and anchor reality using this eye, it became his sole weakness. That is how Xbalanque was able to take him down alongside himself. Wait, they died together? Yes, Xbalanque was undoubtedly slain at the time, but he was reborn then, and thus became the so-called god of fire, the Pyro Archon. Perhaps he paid the price for this death delayed, or perhaps this was part of the deal he had made with a certain entity all along. Whatever the case, he knew that what Huitzilopochtli was, and naturally, my alliance with him through Ochkan was meant to prevent its activation. Enter then the Golden Entreaties, the control hub that could be used to reactivate this place, split in two between us for safekeeping. There's so many things to open here. A bunch of can of worms here. Look at all that. Yeah. Are those lights all the souls of the dragons then? Maybe. I know it might be connected somehow. This is a tower that allows Huitzilopochtli to cover all Natlan and anchor its areas of coverage. Most of them were destroyed at Ochkan's orders, but their fragments served the same purpose anyway. They never imagined that the carrier medium was something far smaller and more delicate, to the point that even a single stone could contain iridescent inscriptions. Had they found out, my plans now would have been rendered impossible. On Tonatiuh, a place where I stored the Golden Treaty, alongside this place. I once believed that humanity could create a civilization still more glorious after Xbalanque's hypothesis. If that's how you say it, I even thought that they might avoid the dead end we walked into. So I decided to give them more time. But too many years have gone by. None amongst the tribes have even dared, not since Ochkan, to establish a united empire. Until today, they lean on the authority of their so-called Archon like a crutch. They were unable to forge weapons for themselves to wield, such that their world might be defended from the all-corrupting dark. Their way of fighting against the Great Shadow still lies in their stale stories of heroic valor, passed from generation to generation. So consumed that are they with the past that they dare not risk it all. Each time our foe strikes from the shadows, the slowly accumulated fruits of civilization are destroyed, all in an instant. And afterward, there is only this eternal cycle, or worse, inexorable devolution. The time I granted as a grace has lost all meaning as a result. Perhaps if I gave them a few thousand years more, perhaps several tens of thousands, they will create that glorious shining epoch. But my faith has run out. And waiting has become a luxury, whether it be for me, or this once sealed sacred city. Come, the story is almost at its end. Let me witness your choice. Mine? Yes, chosen of dragons. I would hear your answer. Okay, from the stories he just told us here, it sounds like he gave humanity a chance to, I guess, try to evolve, or at least try to come together and form some sort of empire under a banner. But since they stick with the heroic stories of heroes and valor, right? And they are still used to being a separate tribes, they will not try to unite with one another because they're so used to traditions and all that stuff. Oh, we gotta worry about the past and all. Now, even the captain would believe that his solution would destroy the Layla, would pretty much destroy the history and forge anew. But the Natlanese will not do it because they don't want to. So that question, that the choice witness here, something has to do with the entreaties, right there. That looks like a device in itself, and that's saying something. If I'm getting glimpses of my memory from the anime that I used to watch, Evangelion, that can mean something very dangerous. And of course, like in Hoyo games, there's choices. Behold, Huitzilopochtli and its activation array. Bring it to life. This way, our shadowy enemy may never again gain a foothold upon this place, and afterward, via the gradual expansion of the primal flame's power. Just like when a complete bubble is blown within the leaking husk of an old one. Perhaps the entire world shall become free from abyssal poison, but the authority over a primal flame. When Natlan is fully phlogistonized, the very concept of life will be rewritten. The authority will then return naturally. Only draconic phlogiston life forms may wield this authority. As such, you can become the shaper of this new world. You can also become the Pyro Dragon Sovereign renewed. No, I suspect that any such rulership would be something entirely new, surpassing our traditional conceptions. Then you shall reclaim all light, all heat, all wisdom, bringing all order and great glory back to this realm, even to this world. Even if doing so means the end of the evolution? Who knows? Perhaps it will instead prove the beginning of a new evolutionary cycle. Stopping on the path leading onward can be another form of bravery, especially when the alternative is infinite regression. Now then, choose. Activate Huitzilopochtli. Draw near, and then feel. I am going to bring the end of the world here, guys. Wait. He's remembering. Our boy. Our sweet boy. He's remembering us. Oh, he's remembering us. Say no, boy. No, wait. Traveler. Oh my. And here I thought you wouldn't be able to remember them. Never mind how your mind is now at least 1,000 years worth of memories within it. I also intended for you to make your decision while having forgotten them. The Traveler was never meant to have existed here, though of course it was precisely due to her aid that you were able to reach this place. She is, however, rather special. It may be that the phlogistonization of Natlan will not affect her. It may be? No one knows what will happen once it is activated. Perhaps there shall then be no difference between you and me. Perhaps we shall both be destroyed. Perhaps she and that little emissary by her side will live. Perhaps they will not. Enough of that. Time is short. We do not have much excess energy left to also maintain those of our kind who have already become phlogiston life forms. If we do not obtain the authority over the primal flame in time, all shall soon perish, and then once that moment comes, choice itself will be lost to us. Quickly, choose, O chosen of dragons. This is an omen of a new life, and also the final entreaty. Aha! In entering trigger sequence, 3 rounds of confirmations will be required to either activate or deactivate the sweeping skyfire. A sunquake? I'm sorry, but seeing the word sunquake actually means supernova? No, thank you. First confirmation. Are you certain that you wish to activate the Hitsukoto? Alright, if it's one activation, can I cancel it too? Let's try once. Sweeping Skyfire generator is on approach, supplying energy. Collaboration initiated. Ooh, okay. Second confirmation? Let's confirm it. Sweeping Skyfire generator is continuing its approach. Phlogiston flow strength increased. Accelerating. Wait. High ambient. Third confirmation. Are you certain that you wish to activate the sunquake? Cancel. No. I will not sacrifice my friends. Results confirmed. Sweeping Skyfire activation sequence has been cancelled. Oh, I just want to see how intense that would become. Hitsukoto has ceased operation. So, this is your decision, I presume. Why did you do it? I still believe in humanity and I will not put the Traveler and Paimon at risk. And yet, you may not hold the same pride of place in their hearts. Are they not adventurers who roam the world? Perhaps it was only out of charity or the desire to gain treasure or other some reward that they brought you here. Perhaps in their hearts they even harbor grievances against the nuisance you make yourself, roaring this way and that as you do. What they think of me matters little. They, however, are important to me. That's what really counts. You have no idea what folly you have chosen, or what you shall now lose. There is still time, you know. I will not activate it. Even if the wisdom and power you enjoy now will fade without the Primal Flame's aid. It was the fire I allotted to you that granted you that intellect, yet deprived of our primal source. We shall merely share the feeblest of flames between 2 meager matches. Soon everything here shall cease to exist, and you will lose both your strength and powers of speech. How will you tell your Traveler and Paimon of this world that you almost gained, yet in the end lost? They don't have to know about something as silly as this. Wow, we gained so much clarity that he says, our boy says, we almost ended the world. We almost turned every single person into liquid phlogiston. And he calls it silly. It is silly. It may not work. Maybe. Fool! You do not even know where they are, nor is there any way back from this place. If there isn't a way back to them, Then I'll make one. Oh god, my boy is grown. Yeah. And look at that. Right on cue is a stairway. We made a new path, creating this desire. And silence. He was so baffled by our decision, we just made him speechless, guys. We made him speechless. We're about to break it here. We broke our weapon here. Look at that. We're gonna save our friend. Our boy is gonna go and grow up. Come back! You know not what you permit. Oh hell yeah! We're punching through texts here. You burn through the power vested in your body. Our friends, come back again. Your folly is beyond belief. Hell yeah! We gotta save our. Hey, look at that! I realize our scarf is on our hand here. Is on our arms here. You are not as important to them as you think. Yes, they are. You're just a sorry loser. You're just a sorry-ass loser. Hell yeah. Sorry, my friends. I'm here to save you. There was enough power. What? What? We're about to be trapped. Huh? Nothing happened. Wait, no. Did you save us? Drax? Rar. If you're grown this big, does that mean you've recovered? Could it be that... Be on your guard. The battle's not over yet. Is that him speaking? Alright, and there's still that big guy. Wait, that text. Was it Drax that tell us that? Okay. Time for round 2. So you have developed an unspoken synergy with your Tapetlosaurus companion during your journeys together. When your foe launches all-power attacks, you'll be able to spot their weaknesses and fight back alongside your companion. Hell yeah. Human and Saurian as one. Nice! Let's go, Drax. Let's kick their ass. Kick its ass again. Ooh! Ooh! Get it, Drax! Get it, Drax! Yeah! Yeah! Take that, you son of a bitch! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, my boy! Alright. Save us, boy! Fire! Yeah! Let's do this! I'm guessing that guy is... Ooh! Flamethrowers! That's what killed us a lot. That's what killed us in the first time. Now we got Drax helping us out. We are a match here now. Oh, damn. Okay, that was ill-timed here. Alright, I guess we were not facing the other way. Alright, let's get in here. Come on, Drax. Push him back again. Alright. Let's attack it together. Alright, he's gonna trap us again, isn't it? Not this again. Come on, Drax, you got this. Okay, shield is down, and let's... give it a whack. Let's go. Alright. We got a few more to go. A few more health. One more shield times together. Alright. Alright. Let's go! Alright, it's down again. Let's go. I'm gonna whack it in the eye. I'm whacking in the eye. Let's go. Yeah! Woo! Hell yeah, brother. Kids, it's finally over. Oh, chosen of dragons, you have completed every trial set before you. The Flame Lord's blessing has been dispelled. The curse has been lifted. Guess it's finally over. Paimon was gonna say, for you to have grown up this big, yet still be safe, Drax. Could it be that fighting was just what was needed to remove the bloodline curse? Still, that Sage of the Stolen Flame Beardle didn't show up, not even once. Maybe he already did. Ooh. What? Wait, what's wrong? Were you hurt during the battle? Ooh. Chosen of Dragons, I choose you after much deliberation. And you have my thanks for all of you have done. I have always believed in you. It's hard for me to say this, Traveler. Never forget that I love you. It was Drax saying all that. The text thing was different, I knew. When it was Kukulkan, it was all like crystal, rainbowy, lighter, but it was like the text board was like orange, warm. It was Drax that spoke to us. Wait, Drax, what's gotten into you? And hey, you're back to your normal size. Uh-oh, this whole place is shaking. Is the volcano about to blow? Let's get Drax out first. Right, whoops, can't forget his scarf. Oh. Oh my god. So this is as far as the maintenance functions go. I thought your technical skills could have taken us a bit further. Still, I finally understand how you felt, Xiakoto, my great brother. I now know what it means to come to the end of one's days, to yearn to see this one thing done, or to receive that single clear answer, and to be willing to do anything to accomplish these goals. I imagine you'd scold me. Why are the things I say and do always worlds apart? If I had truly wished for a dragon to activate that system, should I not have raised them within the sacred city, teaching them to hate this world? Why did I send them to be by a human's side? Perhaps, deep down, I still wished to believe. But look, isn't it wonderful? It made the same choice I made back then, and Ochkan too, for that matter. My king, my older brother, O Lord who gave me life on the day you yourself was born. You once said that my final moments I would understand your desire. But it seems that on this point alone, I cannot concede. Yeah. Well, that was weird. All that shaking and all the volcano did was blow off of just a few smoke. And we ran ourselves silly, just for that. Rawr. Not that you had to run, we grabbed you and booked it. Still, you gave us quite the fright, fainting the way you did after the battle. Are you still feeling unwell? Rawr. Huh, sure sounds like the worst is over. Anyway, so the Flame Lord's blessing is gone now, but Drax still has that mark on his head. Reach out to the little petlet. Oh, look at our hands. We just petting him like this. Look at this face. Is that the face you want as a pet right here? I would. As you reach out your hand, he stands up straight on his hind legs, rubbing his horn gently against your palm. The mark, red as flame itself, has dimmed and cooled, no longer concealing the faint warmth. It seems that whatever power it once had is gone now. Brr! Paimon can't help but feel like you were a bit smarter while you were bigger just now. Now well, you're back to looking a bit silly. True, but he's our silly little guy. I like him just the way he is. Well, yeah, but still. Anyway, who'd have thought that we'd remove that Flame Lord's blessing, huh? we might just be on our way to writing ourselves a new legend. All this adventuring made Paimon hungry, though. Should we just go get some blazed meat stew, or maybe a little cake? Rawr, 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 rawr. You want to eat both? Pfft, you greedy little saurian. But today's the day to celebrate, so sure, let's go right now. And with this, guys, the finale Emberforged is complete. Well, guys, here I am on the other side of the island that I have yet to find myself here. And I took a ride in the dragon way over yonder, right over here. And this was pretty much way later before I actually, way a few days before I actually started the video, new video, which I am going to find that hidden quest once I'm done with the story already. So, before I actually commit myself to doing that quest there, I know there's going to be a few things to do in order for me to activate that quest there. But that quest was beautifully, was really cinema. I mean, we found a whole lot of things about the dragons that we never knew. I mean, for once, we almost got Evangelioned. I can tell you that for sure, because I don't want to get turned into an orangey liquid. If you go and watch the original Evangelion, we find out that he lived long enough to say, "I'm tired. I want to just activate this doomsday weapon to turn every living thing into a sea of orange soda or phlogiston, and just drive out the abyss. It may be permanent, but at what cost? We're just gonna be like floating in an eternal orangey sea without a form to maintain our body. We don't even know who we're gonna be. We are. We don't know what we're gonna look like, who we look like. And for Kukulkan, the dragon that was speaking to us through that shiny text box, from the moment we entered Natlan, or any quest that involves our little one, our saurian companion. I'm just speechless. We had 3 confirmations, but 3 chances, and we took the chance to activate one to see how it looks like. It's going to be intense, but for me, I just chose no on the last second because I think our final confirmation, it's just like it gives you 3 freaking chances to reconsider your decision, because I know it's going to have an ending there. We either going to have an Evangelion ending, or we're going to have a normal ending where we just chose no, and Drax says, I'm trusting these people, and they don't need to know something as silly as this. And he calls it silly, trivial, to my Baphomet and to Kukulkan there. So, I'm going to end this video here, because I have nothing left to say, other than I was left speechless by the choice, by anything at all. Or honestly, I'm just preparing myself for what's coming next, because I was told by a friend who plays the game, by the same person who plays the game, because I only know one person that plays the game, that there is a hidden quest, but that's all I need to know. And he just told me all I have to do is just find puzzles or find a quest or encounters that involve the little one, or Drax, or the saurian companion that's with our character. So before I do all that, I'm just going to end the video right here. So thank you all for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please give this video a like or dislike. And if you have any comments about the entire story of the Chosen Dragons quest chain, and any comments will be helpful. If you have something to say about the video, please put them in the comment section down below. And if you wish to support my channel, you just gotta click that subscribe button, like my videos. If you enjoy my narrations, my commentaries, my gameplay in general, my or whatever ramblings I do, or my nonsense I talk about, maybe even my honest reactions to the things I see here. I mean, I ain't gonna be like, oh yeah, because excited and all that stuff, you know? I'm not that excited. I'm just gonna be bewildered. That's my honest reaction. I just be bewildered, be silent, you know? I'm just like, wow. That's all I'm gonna say, because that's honestly how I react to every single amazing thing. So, yeah, that's actually the official conclusion of the actual question of that question in, I guess you could say, whatever appears. But as for this hidden quest, maybe I will add the other kind of encounters with the little ones, like what puzzle, what quests or encounter quests that I may find. I might add them as well. So I kind of just added them along the way in my other videos as well, or whenever I do find them. There's a whole lot left to explore this area here. I still have to explore the underground city of Talon. I still got lots to explore. And then there's this place. I find myself at the edge of the region here. I actually rode a dragon from all the way here to all the way down here. And what amazes me is that, look over there. I see something covered in fog. Maybe. And that is on the boundary of the entire map. I'm growing curious as to what the hell that place is. Is this some new region that's going to open up? Maybe it's going to be Nod Cry. Maybe. I have no idea, to be honest. So, yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. So, till then, I shall see you guys in the new video. So peace out, and have an awesome weekend.